country. I'm a physics teacher. I got to do this. Okay. So I've been going around the country teaching everybody what's happened to our election. So this is our country. You hear that? This is the truth resonating in America.
We totally lost.
Everywhere I go, and
you guys hear that?
People was stolen. They believe it, and they are acting. We got teams all over the country coming alive, and we are taking this country back.
All right, we are back, guys. It was the entire internet just dropped. It couldn't be at the worst possible time. So we're back, and hopefully it's all going to things will all keep going. This guy was just presenting what he claims is some mathematical case for why everything was stolen from Donald Trump. So it seems like that's sort of the theme of the rally. They've mentioned Mike Pillow, and this guy's talking about supposed math and this type of thing. So it does seem as though that is going to be the gist. And there goes that guy. I think that's Marjorie Taylor Greene right there. I don't know. Is that her right there? Do you guys see that? That does seem to be Marjorie Taylor Greene. So all sorts of trouble with this right side broadcasting feed. Just bizarre. It's a giga yikes. Yeah, exactly. It's all extremely hard to believe. So in any case, we're back on everything. And we're standing by for Donald Trump at the top of the hour. Now, I had a whole bunch of super chats that I wanted to get to, and they disappeared because we had to reset the stream, which I apologize about. That's a horrible, horrible thing. But I think we are basically back up and running now, which is a really great thing. Yeah, this is in Ohio. It seems that this is part of basically the grievance tour that is continuing with Donald Trump and his associates and affiliates. So I don't expect too much other than that. Let's take a listen. I think this is now Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, let's take a look. There appears to be no audio now from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Man, everything going wrong, huh? There it is. What a feed.
You guys are great. Oh, I love you, Ohio. I love you. Now, I always check when I go speak to a crowd because I want to make sure I'm talking to smart people.
Right.
It's pretty important.
Yeah. And those are the crowds she avoids.
One question. Who's your president? Oh, I love you, Ohio. Wow. I love you. I always check when I go speak to a crowd because I want to make...
What the hell is going on with this feed, guys? What on earth is happening?
Talking to smart people.
This has been going on all day. For long periods of time, the audio just completely drops out.
That's right. You know, they attacked President Trump for 4 years.
What the hell?
Didn't they? They did everything they could. They had their fake Russian collusion, conspiracy theory, witch hunt. They had the dirty, rotten media tell lies almost every single day. And the Democrats schemed and schemed anything they
Schemed?
could to stop our great President Trump
They went
from
skiing?
putting America first. But you know something? He did it anyway, didn't he? God
They were
bless
skiing.
him.
That's weird. How elitist.
Well, you know, there's a new bad guy in Washington, D.C. Her name is Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think they don't like me for the very same reasons they didn't like President Trump.
You're both idiots. Yeah, that's true.
I love you too. And you know, that's a badge of honor I'll wear. I have no problem with it. I didn't go to Washington, D.C. to make friends. I didn't go there to join the club. You want to know why I went? Yeah, to drain the swamp.
Proud of our idiocy.
But now I have the radical Democrats, socialists, the fake news media, the Silicon Valley cartel, and
Name
the
one
weak-kneed
socialist.
Republicans trying to take me out. Are you going to let that happen?
I hope.
No, because here's what's going on, and they're scared to death. We're doing this all over the country.
Doing what?
But I have a great big red target on my
Ooh.
back. I do. You want to know why?
Because you're an
Because
idiot.
in the halls of Congress every single day, I'm fighting for you, America. Now let me give you just a few reasons why the DC swamp hates me so much. Because I want to impeach Joe Biden.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has the unique combination of being both one of the most ignorant people to ever come to power and someone with a completely bankrupt moral code. And when you put those things together, it's pretty bad.
And I want to fire Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Case in point. Fire doctors.
You know, there's a lot of people that need to be fired. Did you hear that, Tony? They want you locked up.
Lock up doctors. Yeah, there's an idea. Why not? Reminds me of pretty bad things.
You guys are awesome. I tell you what, Washington, D.C. cannot connect with real America. They have no idea how you think and feel.
Yeah, real America is people willing to stand out there for 10 hours waiting for the former president to speak to them, which is what some of these people have been doing.
Minority in Washington, D.C., and the Democrats are running the country, or they're not running their country, and we really have no idea what they're doing. I don't think Biden knows what he's doing, does he? No. Let me tell
Do
you.
people want to listen to this, or do you want me to read and answer super chats? Because I have a bunch of super chats. Whatever people want. Trump's probably coming on in about 20 minutes. Now the phone's ringing.
Ways into law by federalizing our elections. We aren't going to allow that. Now Biden has weaponized the DOJ. Unbelievable. So he can go after Trump supporters, while at the
Right.
same time ignoring Antifa, BLM, domestic terrorists. Does that make any sense?
If it were true,
Do you guys think any of those riots we saw all year long were peaceful protests? No. No, they were domestic terrorists.
is she talking about the January 6th riots? Oh no, she's not.
Burglars looting our stores, private businesses, killing people, and rampaging, terrorizing our country. But it's Trump supporters they're after. don't forget, they hate you because you love President Trump. Now, while Democrats are ripping our country apart with racist, critical race theory, does that even make any sense?
Yeah, okay. Let me read a few of the super chats because this is pretty weaponized. Let's see what we've got here. Glad the stream looping cat was identified and removed. Sir, you should have bought Rudy's title insurance to protect the stream from Freud. He always has the goofiest lineup. Love your show. Glad you're back. Glad you're well. The Ohio legislators are trying to pass a bill to make it illegal to film cops. Not surprised. Are they going to attack the Capitol again? I fear that they are in August or September or whenever it is that this is now supposedly happening. How much will this boost cover numbers? I guess you mean COVID numbers? It probably won't. It's outdoors. It's outdoors. There should be a mental health test for candidates. I'd fail, but hell, at least we wouldn't have this thing. Robert Brunswick says, glad I got you back. Again, so glad you're well. It's odd getting a cold out of the blue, as my son and I have. I did not go to a doctor. Okay, thank you. Keep us posted on that. Probably will go away on its own. My mom could beat her up. My cousin is at the Klan rally. John McKinney says, if Republicans win the midterms, do you think they investigate Biden and Kamala nonstop, including Fauci's emails? Yeah, probably. Probably. This scares me because I fear this may cost Dems in 2024, just like how Hillary's emails cost Hillary in 2016. Yeah, I think we should not understate the importance of the 22 midterms. And 40 ounce asking, how is Greene still in Congress? Well, you get 2 years. You get 2 years, and so she is still part of that. Let's see what I can do from the standpoint of brightness, because I'm very much aware of what's going on with my backlighting. It should sort of improve, but let me see if I can do just a little bit more brightness, maybe a little bit more gamma. There we go. And then maybe later even a little more omega. Yeah, no, it's all pretty strong. Thanks to Dranoa for the super chat. Sir, is your view count skyrocketing downward? Yes, exactly. We've tested very positively from the standpoint of negative, and that's really exciting. If you're just joining us, we are standing by for Donald Trump in Ohio. We don't know what to expect. Let me make sure I thank everybody who's been supporting the stream. I want to say thanks to Short Brief, Black White Rook, Fatty McBlunts, as well as Astro Lycos, Harry, Kiss My Toe Beans, whoa, Pink and Blonde, Another Sobe, and Sock Queen. That's 9 total, putting us at 15. We also have a one-day membership special. It's Sad Trump. The reason for that is this entire Trump thing has really gotten pretty sad. Like, you know, doing a rally, you're not running for anything at this point. It's basically just like an ego boost rally. So we've got a one-day coupon code, Sad Trump. Because I'm out of state, I am going to take the risk of telling you how big of a discount it is. It's 70%. And normally I wouldn't do that, but because we're across state lines, I'm comfortable saying it. It is a 70% discount. The code is Sad Trump, all one word. Wow, look at these right-wingers. There's people dumping $50 and $100 super chats on Right Side Broadcasting. Just dump after dump. It's crazy. Okay, so in any case, yeah. Everybody who, I should be able to thank absolutely everybody who uses that code. Okay, let's see what else we've got as far as super chats go. Comedy Gold, best wishes from Scotland, David. Welcome, yes, thank you. Thanks for what you do, says Shane. David, have you ever seen the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? You remind me of Dennis Reynolds. I've actually not seen that. I just finished watching Counterpart, great show with J.K. Simmons. Just started season 2 of Lupin. Fantastic show. My best bet is Greene will be primaried, but I don't see the seat flipping. I agree. Junie says 2010 was death panels, 14 was Sharia law, 2018 was migrant caravans, 2022 is critical race theory. It seems the GOP just sticks to fear and not policy. Yes. Robert Brunswick says, yes, sir, both doing fine now. Ben says Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lindsey Graham, Shapiro, and Jenner all have the same pronoun. It's. I don't know that I like that. Risperidone Rudy says massive member dump caused Florida building collapse. I don't like that at all. The Florida building collapse is horrible. Wizard of Frobaz says no public acknowledgement, spend time on something more educational. Wizard, you're under no obligation to be here, my friend. I say that with complete and total peace and love. Complete and total peace and love. All right, let's see who this is. Is this Ron DeSantis? No, who is that? I can't tell who that is. Is it Jim Acosta?
I'll tell you, it's amazing to look out here and see so many wonderful Americans. Thank you all for being here today. Listen.
So the weaponization continues, and we'll keep watching it as we get closer and closer to the start of this wacky and completely wild event. Also, big thank you to Justin Andrew Watson, as well as Real Time Fan. I appreciate the 2 Twitch subs, guys. Very, very much appreciate that. People saying the coupon code isn't working. No, it definitely is. The coupon code is absolutely working. And it's never really worked as strongly as it is today. Okay, Democratic Brotherhood of St. Nicholas says, if any members of Congress had died on January 6th, do you think the Senate would have voted to convict him? What is the final line Trump couldn't cross? I fear that there is no final line that Trump couldn't cross. Oh, people asking for subtitles, sure. I think that, quite frankly, there is no line that Trump couldn't cross. And I mean, I think, the fact that we keep going to these wackier and wackier scenarios to try to imagine a situation where Trump would finally be held accountable, I think that that's indicative of how bad it has gotten. Okay. Our super chats disappeared there. All right, they're still good. Super chats are there very strongly. All right, I want to say a huge thank you to Roger Strittmatter. Roger just signed up on my website with the coupon code SADTRUMP. It's a one-day coupon code. We are either celebrating or bemoaning the fact that Trump is such a sad guy that he had to hold a rally for himself. It's sort of like a pay attention to me kind of event. I'm very curious what he'll say about 2024. I'm very curious what he will say. Is he going to go full in on Biden dementia, for example? We'll know momentarily. We will know momentarily. And significant interest in this. Over 100,000 people right now, right-wingers, watching on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. And it is self-indulgent. It is low energy. It's a lot of things we've come to expect from Trump. And if you look at the chat that's happening on Right Side Broadcasting, people saying Trump won, just straight up Trump won, not even equivocating in any way whatsoever. So it's pretty sad stuff, no doubt about it. Okay, let me get to a few other super chats. Serge says, I'll bet Jordan Klepper is at that rally. Ollie says it's a diverse crowd. I've spotted 15 different types of bigots. Yeah. That's good. I like that, Ollie. That's a good one. And then another super chat from GT, which I will see momentarily. It looks like there are actually some of my viewers that are invading the Right Side Broadcasting chat. This actually happened last time we looked at an event that was being broadcast exclusively by Right Side Broadcasting, where people started sending super chats relating to, felony 21 coupon codes and these types of things. Right now, they're not reading super chats, so there would be no point in doing that. But it does seem as though we are doing a little bit of brigading in the chat, and I love that. I love that, and they have built a very big audience there, so that is not a bad thing. A couple other questions. GT says, from your knowledge, has there ever been a more unhinged political group in the United States politics than MAGA Q? Oh, man. It's possible that there have been, but they were relatively small. In the early 19th century, there could have been small groups. Yeah, I think the answer is maybe, but not one with the power or at least following that MAGA Q has at this point in time. Lily says the crowd looks small. Thanks for all you do, David. Can you talk about possible Trump Organization indictment coming next week? We have talked about it a bunch of times. The Trump Org indictment might be next week. The Matt Gaetz indictment might be in the next few weeks. At this point, it's just wait and see. I don't know what else to say about it, quite frankly. It's just a matter of let's see what happens, and then we will comment for sure. I want to say thank you to Hobo Spidey, who just signed up via Twitch Prime and is new member number 19 today. Also want to thank, hold on a second. What was this? I want to say thank you to Scott Rutherford, who just signed up with the coupon code SADTRUMP. We do have, as I've said before, really the best way to support what we do is to get a membership on my website. Usually these discount codes are so extreme that the blue states, I can't even say how big the discount is because these blue states, they'll send their attorney general. Cy Vance will be all over me. Because I'm currently in Florida, I'm comfortable telling you that the coupon code SADTRUMP is a 70% off code. It's just an insane number. And that works on the website. Scott Rutherford taking advantage of it and a number of other people. All very excited to be here, clearly. Jonathan, I see. Oh, okay, here we go. Wizard says, all I meant is I didn't want to detract from your show to hear my name said. I'm sorry, Wizard. Wizard, I take it back. I apologize. I thought you were attacking me. And so I reacted and I attacked you and nobody was attacking anybody. Nobody was attacking anybody. I appreciate you being here. Jonathan says, will Joe Biden had Trump arrested since he president? The answer is no. Presidential Nurse says all these Republicans who fed the big lie should face a huge primary challenge. Absolutely. John says, did you hear about the good guy with a gun that got shot and killed by law enforcement after he shot a gunman? It's the world Republicans want. I did hear about that. And, I have been talking about that for a really long time. And, you really just think, if these people would just think, if your instinct is to believe that a situation that's already chaotic and violent would be better served by more civilians with guns, so that when police show up, it's even more chaotic, we simply have a difference of opinion about what logic is. It's that simple. And that story, it's a sad story, it's a tragic story, but it's exactly what I've been saying for a long time. The one that people were saying it after was the Aurora, Colorado Batman movie theater shooting. And there were people saying, that was a gun-free zone. The movie theater said no guns allowed. If you had more people with guns there, it would have been better. Really? More people with guns in a dark movie theater? That would have made the situation better? Give me a break, guys. Come on. Get off my stream if that's your belief. Okay. Other super chats coming in. Be careful. DeSantis ordered the AG to investigate you. Yeah, we host our website in Malta so that when DeSantis tries to take me down for illegal coupon codes, we just say, jurisdictionally, DeSantis, you've got nothing. Kim says, I'm in the crowd right now. 1,000 or more people are here. All hate here. All saying he won and stopped the steal. Kim, is that true? Are you really at that event? That's interesting if true. Alvaro says, it's been 20 years since the DREAM Act was introduced by Durbin. Dems failed to pass it with a 60 supermajority. Biden immediately grants TPS status to Venezuelans. Why can't Dems ever vote for our base voters? I agree with you. It must be done. Andrew says the rally is 35 miles away from me in Cleveland. It's too close for comfort. I understand that. Ray says your genuine laugh made me laugh. Thank you. No, thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Let's see what else we've got here. I need to say, whoa. Whoa, we just got a huge membership dump here. Hold on a second. Look at this. Sergio Anguiano just signed up with the code SADTRUMP. Tim Carnell, new member with code SADTRUMP. Jen Forshey using the coupon code. Daniel Gonzalez signing up with SADTRUMP. Joshua Frappier, coupon code SADTRUMP. That's 5. Heidi DeBellis using the code. We're going to get arrested. Travis Simmons using the code SADTRUMP. This is too much. Andrew Souza using the code SADTRUMP. That's 8. Oh my God. DeSantis is coming for me. Jason Pooley signing up with the code is number 9. Danielle Dantzler using the coupon code SADTRUMP. And Greg Glazer using the coupon code SADTRUMP. That is 11, putting us at 31. Whoa. Clearly resonating with people. Also want to say thank you to Dinan Cleo, Kyoko, and Lovely Ladybug for the Twitch Prime subs, putting us at 34. What is happening here? What is happening? That must be bot activity. There's no way around it, guys. I believe that this is Jim Shorts Jordan. Yeah, let's take a look at what's happening here. And this feed going down again. Here we go.
We went from peace in the Middle East to rockets being fired on our best friend and ally, the state of Israel.
Has nothing to do with
Not to mention
Biden.
what else they're trying to do, raise your taxes.
No, they're not.
When President Trump was in office, we were...
Guys, I can assure you, the people at this rally are not getting their taxes raised by Joe Biden. That we can say with almost complete and total certainty.
Contrast. President Trump did more of what he said he would do than any president in my lifetime.
That's hard to believe, dude. Unless you're...
I tell folks all the time, we make this job way too complicated. What'd you tell
Dear
the
God.
voters you were going to do? Go do that. If they elect you, they put confidence in you,
What a disaster.
send you to go to Congress or whatever office you're...
Guys, I'd go to another feed. I just don't think there is another feed. I think this is the only feed. People in the chat on Right Side Broadcasting are also complaining. It's pretty bad. This is weaponized streaming. Man.
He did it, right? Get out of the Iran deal. We did. Said he'd put the embassy in Jerusalem. He did. Said he'd bring hostages home from North Korea. He did. And on it goes.
Wow.
What a contrast. And that's why you're all here. That's why you're all here, because you want him to run again in 2024. So do I.
Wow. Wow. And there it goes black. What is going on with this feed, huh? I mean, it's like, obviously it's not my connection that it goes black. We still have graphics.
A couple months ago, in 1 week time.
And that keeps happening where it'll go black and then come back from this angle, almost like they're resetting in some way. I don't even know what's going on.
The week ended, if you remember this week, the week ended with the trial judge in Minneapolis admonishing Maxine Waters for the ridiculous things she said while the jury was deliberating. And in between those two events, the Democrats in the House passed legislation to make D.C. a state so they could get 2 new U.S. senators. And the very next day, they introduced legislation to put 4 new associate justices on the Supreme Court, to pack the court. All in 6 days. If that doesn't underscore how crazy the left has become.
So there's Jim Jordan. Yeah, and it looks like Trump is probably in the process of arriving. There seems to be more sort of like security bro activity going on. And also looks like a bunch of fire trucks behind Jim Shorts. So, Yeah, we must be getting ready to go pretty soon. Let's look at a few other super chats coming in here. Where did I leave off? Please mention the hot air balloon crash in New Mexico. Daughter and son-in-law waiting to hear from their friend who's a pilot. I didn't hear about it, Julie, but best wishes to everybody. Just woke up to find the tangerine terror is back. Wish hibernation was a thing for humans. Hi from the Philippines. What is the official wine of the event? I need to be. I think it would be boxed wine, right? For something like this. What type of razors do you use? Some kind of German, safety razor type thing. Just a basic razor. I just became a member here on YouTube. Beautiful. Dana Ferguson says Trump promised if he lost, we'd never hear from him again. Trump lied. Shocker. Well, Trump doesn't think he lost. Trump doesn't think he lost. That's what you have to remember. Jay Bundy says, wanted to donate back some of that sweet, sad Trump money I just saved. Yeah, thank you. Did you have to fill out a political questionnaire upon entering Florida? It's insane these politicians can just blatantly lie. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Andrew says, thanks for the code. I can afford to support. Thanks to the code. Oh, yes, thank you, Andrew. From the standpoint of medical, is Trump on stimulants? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Let me thank just a couple more people. Whoa. Is this even legal? Thanks to Emily Cavuati, Stephen Charbondale, Jay Bundy, Jessica Thomas, Mel's Van Wees, Vincent Schulten, maybe? I can't tell. Hilario Avena, Robbie Rash, Anna Corral, Stephen Thompson, Kelly Miller, Michael Page, Michael Catalan, Alexander Rosen, Debussy Bano, I apologize, I butchered that, and John Bouton. That is putting us at 47. We do have a one-day only coupon code because of what's going on today. That code is SAD Trump, all one word. I'm doing the best I can with the names, guys. I'm doing the best I can. The code is SAD Trump, and you can use it on my website. Also, thanks via Twitch to David Jijidigit. I hope that's the right pronunciation. Jijidigit. And Basaman Deep and Archer Blue, Kristalmj. Jeez. I have a feeling some of these may not be legal names. That's just my instinct, though. Okay. Jonathan sending a super chat to all the robots across the galaxy. David, have you ever considered partnering with Namco to do a Pac-Man crossover? I think it's a gold mine with unlimited potential. Chris, I've never thought of that. Please set it up for me if you can. I would absolutely love to do that. Tommy says yes or no prediction on whether Melania comes to the event. There is no way Melania comes to this event. I would bet almost anything. Melania is not coming to this event. At this point, the GOP has devolved into a domestic terrorist organization. The video is frozen. As you can see, guys, this is not me. The names at the bottom are still scrolling. There you go. Upper Trump or downer Trump? I believe today it will be upper Trump. Is it worse to be racist or to traffic in racism as a grift? I think they're equivalent. The impact on the public is the same. But that's a good question, Jeff. Oh, people saying downer Trump. I think it's upper Trump. I really think it's upper Trump today. Let's listen to a little bit more.
We have some good friends in the Dayton area, and they invited us to come down to dinner. It's the summertime of year, and they said we're gonna go to dinner. We said sure, we're free. We can do that.
We made chicken pot pie.
We go,
Dear God, and here it goes again.
Great. We like history and learning about buildings and these.
Yeah, he likes learning about buildings. All right, let me see if I can switch. I'm going to try to find the other stream.
Pay the lady at the door.
People saying C-SPAN has
and they
it.
take you on a tour of this home where these
C-SPAN
two
Trump.
amazing Americans lived and grew up and did their things. And you learn all kinds of neat things about these guys. You know, the bicycle shop, the things they built, the things they tinkered with and did.
C-SPAN.
And it's a great tour. But on the last room, it's one of the brothers' bedrooms. One of the brothers, they tell you a few more things about this particular Wright brother.
Not seeing it on
And then
C-SPAN.
they finish by showing you two pictures.
Let's try Newsmax.
First picture they hold up, that first flight, 1903, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, in this thing they call a plane. And you look at it, and your first thought is, wow, how'd that thing ever get off the ground?
They do.
And the truth is, it barely did.
They don't have Jim Jordan. They're doing this. They're monitoring. I guess we can go with this. It does seem like this is a better quality stream. I appreciate that. That's a good idea. Okay, let me look at a few other super chats here. We appreciate you, David. Instead of politics, let's talk sandwiches. What are your top three? Mine are banh mi, Philly cheesesteak, and croque monsieur. Be well. Ooh, no. So for me, banh mi is a top sandwich. I think the Reuben is a top sandwich. The Rachel is a top sandwich. What's our other top sandwich? Argentinian sándwiches de miga are up very, very high. Yeah, there's lots of sandwiches. If the GOP wins 22, will they impeach Biden for Ukraine and Fauci for Wuhan? If you think the GOP cares whether they're a smoking gun or not, I got a bridge to sell you. Right. David, I will be monitoring any changes to your home title while you're on vacation. You can enjoy yourself with peace of mind. Yeah, I actually got an insurance that Rudy Giuliani offers, which if anybody tries to steal your home title, it covers that. Sir, I'm starting to worry that our fearless leader Trump may not return to office in 2021. Any words of comfort for those awaiting patiently? I do not have any, no. You're going to have to keep waiting. I guess his bone spurs aren't hurting today. David Seeley says, thanks for taking the time to stream on vacation, sir. Check out Luke Ali Pizza in South Beach. Marcia Betger says, Jared and Ivanka aren't coming either. No, they seem to be alienated from Trump. This is tangential, but have you seen The Phenomenon by James Fox? I have not. Dax Alvarez says something I can't quite see yet. Oh my God, there's more speakers. Who is this guy? I also want to say thank you to, oh no, I guess nobody else. Oh wait, no, let me go to my other screen. Oh, another huge bunch of, I want to say thanks to Jessica Edwards, Jamie Lloyd. Whoa, oh, hold on a second. Jessica Edwards, Jamie Lloyd, signing up with the coupon code SADTRUMP. If you're just joining us, we are awaiting Donald Trump in Wellington, Ohio. We don't know what he's going to talk about. We don't know anything about what to expect other than it will probably be unhinged. Because this is so sad and depressing, we have a one-day code on my website, SADTRUMP, all one word, all lowercase. A few dozen people have taken advantage of it. It's just because this is all very sad. This entire event is to feed Trump's ego, or his ego, as some like to say in certain circles. And so you can use that code today only. Just, maybe use a fake name when you sign up so you don't get indicted for such a big discount. It is a 70% discount code, which is just wacky. Okay. Other super chats. All right, people liking Sandwiches Amiga, yeah, of course. Found a clean stream on Fox 32. Ooh, no. Fox is very litigious. We can't do that. David, the YouTube channel Fox 32. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Nothing like the dying utterances of uneducated white working class voters in decaying states who can't accept the world is changing. Love it. That's basically what this is, yeah. Let's listen to a guy.
Built a beautiful wall to secure our southern border.
Never happened.
That's right. And he ended the disastrous catch and release policy, which forced law enforcement to dump criminals into our country.
Law enforcement. That's weird.
And for the first time in 4 years, guess what, guys? This country, the United States of America, was energy independent. Sadly, we've quickly gone from America first, common sense, to Joe Biden's America last nonsense.
Whoa. It's a big claim.
And honestly, Joe Biden's disastrous first few months would be a little less bad if they weren't for the fact that we have Republicans like Anthony Gonzalez who continue to betray us in Washington, D.C.
The rhino approach.
Exactly. The media wants to focus on how he supported Nancy Pelosi and her sham impeachment. That is a betrayal he can never turn back from, and that he should have to answer to day after day after day.
You guys see this guy right who just stood up for a second? This is actually the code. I created the code "Sad Trump" earlier, but this does have a very sad feel. I mean, it's like it's people who were soundly defeated, who can't accept that, who just are now having a party to sort of like pretend that they're still running, I guess, for something or in the running for something. It's bizarre. Whoa, hold on. A bunch of other... Oh, look at this. Will Sasso, the great actor Will Sasso coming in with a super chat. I can't see what Will said yet, but we will have to wait and see. Thank you for your important work, David. Guys, we have a celebrity visitor today. Please mark the day down, my friends. Great to see Will here. That's fantastic. A few other super chats. We'll get back to that. How do you keep your head from exploding? Helmets. I guarantee he'll mention critical race theory. David, I loved it when you had little back and forths with Sam Cedar. Would you be open to doing more videos? Sure, yeah. Do you agree blue is the best color, more specifically periwinkle blue? No, cerulean I would go with. Killing Me Small says it looks like Trump's there to endorse Max Miller, currently at the podium. Whoa. Apparently the current congressman in the state voted for Trump's impeachment. 50-50 odds of upper downer Trump. Will the Adderall cocaine win over the Xanax and benzos? Place your bets. There is Will Sasso. People in the chat loving Will Sasso and referring to him as Sir. Some people saying Will Sasso 2024. Okay, you just tricked me. Someone just said this microphone's not plugged in. It is plugged in. You guys got me. Yeah, it's plugged in. And then if I press the button, you'll see I'm muted. It's plugged in as evidenced by the fact that when I press mute, it mutes. Okay? Thank you. David, what do you think about Bitcoin adoption in El Salvador and Paraguay? What is the BTC discount code for pacman.com for the Sándwiches de Miga? The only code right now is Sad Trump. That's the only code. And Ron DeSantis just signing up for a membership. Whoa. Ron DeSantis investigating. You guys want to know something really funny, actually. That's obviously a joke. Once we were investigating Goldline, the gold company that Glenn Beck used to promote, and word got back to the Goldline CEO, and I saw a new membership come across, and it was really the guy. And later we got a call from Goldline's lawyer. Like, you'd think the Goldline CEO would be smart enough to create the membership under a fake name, but no. But let me say thank you to Sherry Nettles, Ron DeSantis, Amy Williams, wait, hold on a second. Is Amy Williams from Evanescence? Are these all fake names? Sherry Nettles, Ron DeSantis, Amy Williams, Joseph Jefferson, Martha Carnahan, Lawrence Kiana Wiley, Robert Brunswick, Will Sasso, Doreen McGuire, Amy Rintoul. Whoa, memberships are just dumping in. Kim Norton, Mary Haley. That's 12. 12 plus 53. Hold on. 3 plus 2 is 5. Nothing to carry. 1 plus 5 is 6. That's 65, right? God, I hope so. This math is getting complicated here. Okay. Other super chats coming in. Nina says, sending love with, oh, I missed Nina. Hold on, where'd that go? Sending love without Trump, I don't need to watch obsessively the news now. Buck says, and you know it's Will Sasso because who would pretend to be Will Sasso? Hugs and kisses. I'm finding that a little bit rude, Buck. Jonathan says, did they find the oranges of Corvid? They did. How likely is it Trump's health prevents a run in 24 when he no longer has doctors sneaking cauliflower into his mashed potatoes? When I think about why Trump might not run in 24, health is one of the top things, for sure. David Sir, one could argue some of the contemporary conclusions drawn from critical race theory are reductive, but I don't see how the theory itself is. You know, I've done so much on CRT lately, I don't feel like doing more now. Very bright background. Did God take you already? Take care, David. Yes, thank you. David, can you say this Trump rally is so not pog? What's your favorite ice cream flavor? A pistachio and cherry chocolate chunk. Yeah. Didn't know what critical race theory was until the outrage. Trump has emboldened some and opened some eyes. So not all bad? Maybe. It's not sure about that. Not sure about that. Okay, here is Jenna Ellis. She is maybe the only person suspected of contracting COVID through flatulence. Remember Rudy Giuliani dropping 4 bombs on her during a Michigan event, and then she tested positive. Still, it needs to be evidence-based. We're still studying it, for sure. I know, guys. I know I'm behind. I need to say thank you to a couple of other people. We are very close to hearing from Trump. I want to say thanks to Matzo Ball Soup, as well as Bob Strakely, Kelly Inamo, Tiny Hedgehog, Thomas O'Neill, all of whom just signed up using the coupon code SADTRUMP. We are moments from hearing from Donald Trump, and we have a 1-day code on my website, Sad Trump, because this is so sad, guys. A fully grown man, at least in the physical sense, Donald Trump, is holding a rally for himself. It's sort of like a consolation party. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a consolation party. He lost everything. He lost the 2018 House for Republicans. What are these people doing?
Come on. Amy, one of the other issues, obviously, the border situation, because
obviously one of the other issues. It's all just so sad. And so today only, you can get a 70% discount at joinpacman.com with the coupon code SADTRUMP. And 70 people have already dropped memberships in. Many under pseudonyms, including names like Ron DeSantis. But we appreciate it all. We appreciate it all. Other super chats coming in. Sir, how is the garden? The garden is doing really, really well. Really, really well. My snow peas have all done well. Are they having technical issues? Let's see.
Administration to allow the floodgates to open, and then for them to pretend that they actually want to keep.
It looks like Scrump will be speaking soon. For people who missed the start of the stream, I am in Florida. First thing that happened is I got into a lift, and the driver said, "Sir, where are you going?" And no, but then I said, "Yeah, I know people coming to Florida to get vaccinated. It seems great. There's so many vaccines around." And the driver said to me, "I'm not getting vaccinated." I said, "Really? Why?" And he said, "Because my mom got vaccinated, and after her second dose, her body became magnetic. Keys were sticking to her." And I said, "You know that's not true, right?" And this was all in Spanish, by the way, also. It was a Cuban guy. The conversation took place in Spanish. I said, "You know that's not true, right?" "No es cierto. No es cierto. Es un invento. It's just imaginary." And he said, sí, mi mamá. It went on, and I changed the topic. I changed the topic because it was just disgusting. But that's Florida for you. Trump will receive a faux 21-gun salute tonight. You can now say you're on the Soros payroll. David, are you broadcasting from heaven? Yes, I am. Isn't the U.S. screwed? The FTP Act is dead and the voter suppression bills are winning. GOP destroyed the mind of half the country. What's the plan? I don't know. Love you and your show so much, David. You're a legend. That's too much. Just joined using the code SADTRUMP. Always enjoy your shows. Between you and Hal Sparks, I don't know how I would have made it through 2020. Thank you. Do windmills really cause cancer? I mean, I guess if they're made of asbestos and you breathe it in, right? David, space lasers are fake news. Please give a shout out to my partner, Brittany. Happy to have you in Florida. Peace and love from Jacksonville. Peace and love, please, peace and love. I honestly have laughed way more at your wry humor on this stream than at any of Steven Crowder's comedy. Yeah, did you guys know that Steven Crowder is a comedian? Like sometimes when Steven Crowder dresses up as a woman, it's not only because he's transphobic. It's because he's a comedian. I didn't know that. David, are you broadcasting from an airplane hangar? Your audio is a little off. Yes. They're getting, my King Air 350 is just getting the air conditioning replaced. And so that's all that's happening. By the way, if you are just joining us, I should mention the guy on the lower right is Dick Morris. Let's listen to him just briefly.
It's over, you turn on the guy who was the head of your ticket, and you advocate that he be thrown out of office after he's...
So Dick is now engaged in a brutal battle against his own tongue to put together a coherent thought. He hung up on me when I interviewed him. So if you're interested in my interview with Dick Morris, where he hangs up on me, he says, nice interview, and he hangs up when I asked him what we would call a real question. You can find that on my main YouTube channel. We also have the second YouTube channel up and running at youtube.com/PacmanLive. The best moments from the live streams show up at the second YouTube channel, youtube.com/PacmanLive. Dave, oh, hold on. Wait, I've missed a bunch. Why do American patriots dress like clowns? I don't know. Sandy says, your audio sounds roomy and not great. You should hire me to help you with your audio. Yeah, it's just, I'm just at a hotel. My audio is typically pristine, but I'm just in a hotel and I've got a trash microphone. So that's the reality. David, do you think Trump will have his pants on correctly? He wasn't wearing his pants backwards last time. Donald J. Trump says not happy with the coupon code, David. I know. I want to say thank you to Mark Zvelecko, Micheline Beatty, Brittany Hout, Ham Dip, Shenanigans, as well as Kevin Miles, Paul Wilson, all of whom just signed up. We are now at 77. We are at a fever pitch here, just moments from Donald Trump's first real rally, I guess, since Biden's inauguration. He did that one under protest before the January 5th special elections, right? Now I'm not even sure I recall correctly. And we are celebrating how gloriously sad this is by allowing people to sign up on my website with the coupon code SADTRUMP, all one word. You save 70%. I'm allowed to tell you because I'm in Florida and the coupon code is legal in Florida. And so it's a 70%. It's crazy. Sir, Matzo Ball Soup checking in. Have you updated us on the status of the garden today? Monumentally important. Much love. Enjoying the content. Yes, the garden is doing fine. David and Hal Sparks were the salvation of 2020. Thank you, Miranda. I appreciate that. And Mark English's super chat. Oh no, Mark didn't send a message. I was wondering if you're as obsessed with and amazed by OAN's Pearson Sharp as I am. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Pearson Sharp is. Windmill bird funeral sound bites for your sampler. Yes. There's a super chat here from Teddy Limbrinzio, Pabrajoder Lidernogergo Putpatenen, who says, producer Lewis has COVID again after vaccine. The only way is to end the filibuster, in my opinion. All right. Very important. Let's listen. What could they possibly be talking about?
Candidate of California, Joe Collins. Joe, in a Superman t-shirt, feeling a little super tonight with this rally going on?
Well, you know, right now we're having candidate training up in my office, and it's a Saturday, so I was a little relaxed, but you know, I threw my coat on to come down here and speak to you guys for a second.
Love it, love it. You should dress like that every day. I need a t-shirt like that. So what do you think about the rally tonight, and what do you hope to hear or not hear from the former president?
Well, I think the rally is great. It's good to see the former president, Trump, back at it again.
I just got an important alert that the microphone, the reason it sounds roomy, is it's pointed at my ceiling. So let's see. Let's just do... So wait, hold on. Am I supposed to talk into this end or the side? Is this better? Can anybody tell me? This is better. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Excellent. Is it actually a lot better? That's hilarious. Well, good. I'm glad we were able to do that.
Take you up on that, because you're right. That is a great idea, and Republicans definitely need to do that, especially when you look at the divisions.
All right, it looks like Prump is nearby. Let's celebrate the microphone being fixed by me pronouncing the names of some new subscribers properly. Over on Twitch, I want to say thank you to Kristalina, Campfire, Brittany's, Tobes, Candy's Poppin', Waniram Dalams. That is 6, putting us at 83. And then on my website, people taking advantage of the one-day code SAD Trump, Colin Pine, Paul Wilson. Oh, no, hold on. Just Colin Pine. I thanked Paul Wilson already. Oh, hold on, no. Alan Schuler, Street Justice, Stephanie Kogel, Colin Pine. There we go. And now I do believe that I am caught up. Perfect. And it looks like we're very, very close to Trump's arrival. How many arrests will there be at this event? I don't know. That's a really good question. Is this a super spreader event? No, probably not. It's outdoors. David, can you debate Steven Crowder? Sure. Saw your discussion where you said you thumbed through Moral Landscape, but earlier you were emphatic that it was endlessly fascinating. Bummer. You're my truth hero, so help me understand. Wow, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that means. I just noted Trump is rage tweeting the lower third. Yeah, I tried telling you the truth, David. Say my name. Yeah, I don't know this name. Teddy Limbrincio, Bob Roder, Leader No-Go, Put Panan. Sir, it would be an honor to meet you in person. Important question. It's Entrania. Of course it's Entrania. Yeah. Pearson Sharp is a guy at OAN who looks like Jim Carrey as the mask. Oh, I do know exactly. He also kind of has a Dr. Oz look. Yeah, I have seen that guy. Yeah, there's a guy on OAN. Wait, no. Is he on OAN or is he on Newsmax? I thought the mask guy was on Newsmax. Now I'm confused. Okay. Mind Scramble says something I can't quite see yet. Okay. Very good. Yeah, we should be moments from Trump. The camera's shaking. People are going completely nuts. Is Trump's car in the back or something? Is that what's going on?
Because you're not able to project your voice because you're so frail and old and weak. I'm not sure what to do about it. I think that the solution for Joe Biden...
Is Dick Morris talking about his own voice or Joe Biden's?
You know what that is? Where they stuff a moose head and put it on the wall.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what we need to do with Joe Biden. Stuff him.
Oh, there's an ambulance here. They must be bringing Trump in on an ambulance. Okay. Totally normal, guys. Completely and totally normal. A few other super chats that we can get in. Really enjoyed your debate with Ben Shapiro regarding 2A. Have you attempted to debate him again? Yes. Does he duck you? He just doesn't respond. I mean, whether that's called ducking or not, I don't know. You be the judge of that. A few other new members taking advantage of the today-only coupon code SAD Trump are Jeff Cannell, Megan Michaels, Linda Schmidt, and Jeanette Taylor. This could be an historic day as far as memberships are concerned in 2021. Also want to say thanks to Triple CCC, as well as Canned Caviar for subscribing on Twitch and gifting one via Twitch. We're at 94, and that is a wild number. I'm actually getting some reports that the website is under such heavy load from massive membership dumps that the website may have gone down. The code is working. The website is dead. You guys killed it. No, I'm kidding. The website's fine. The website's fine. And it seems as though Trump has arrived, and we're going to hear from him very, very soon. Let's listen to Dick Morris a little more.
It would be doing the exact opposite. Is that the feeling that you get, AJ?
Yes, I definitely have some concerns. You don't want to stoke the racial fire that is kind of underneath everything right now. Even with Juneteenth, which I think was a positive thing and something that Trump actually wanted to do previously, we've got to stick together. And I hope to hear Trump talking about how he wants to come back and bring the country together more, because we need that so much right now.
And it's not just racial divisions. It's like people just becoming separated by everything, you know.
Right. Like, for example, the people who think the vaccine magnetizes you are struggling to get along with people that understand science. That's too bad, but it's also very much understandable. Other super chats coming in. Perfect job. You said it very strongly. David, the problem with windmills is they make that sound very bad for property values. I know. What's a more heated sports rivalry, Brazil-Argentina or Red Sox-Yankees? I'd say Brazil-Argentina, yeah. Nothing creative, sending a bunch of super chats with no message. That's okay. We welcome all. It looks, I mean, something must be happening here, right? This is in Ohio. Many places in Ohio have very late sunsets in the summer because it is the western edge of the Eastern time zone. For those wondering, I guess there's still more light there than here, yeah. Right? I would say so. Okay, good. Larry Quartowitz says he's definitely at OAN. He did a COVID special when the death count was at 250K and broke down how only 14,000 were actually from the virus. Right. Okay, yeah. The guy who looks like the mask. Quite a broadcaster. Okay, couple other people that I want to say thank you to. A new member signed up with the name Teresa Rushka. Also want to say thanks to Ashley Scoggins, and thanks to Sir, You're in Jail. Sir, You're in Jail just signed up. Very much appreciate that. That puts us at 97. How about a free item from the David Pakman Show store for member number 100? Why not, right? I mean, we're celebrating the downfall of everything that is good with this Trump rally. Number 100 will get a free item from my store, davidpakman.com/gear. We'll ship it anywhere in the world where you can get mail. North Korea would be tough, is my guess. But let's do it. Why not? Let's see. Building codes are unnecessary. Laughs in Florida. Well said. Well said. Yeah. Will you cover Massachusetts and Hawaii close to 70% one shot? Sure, I will. John says Disney villains and comic book villains and South Park characters are the GOP at this point. Geshmake says the number of people who turn out to hear this buffoon is depressing. That's an understatement. It's a tragedy. Here's a thought experiment. Tell us your favorite naughty film category in the most advertiser-friendly way possible. That seems really boring. Richard Schaefer says, "Sir, why hasn't Sidney Powell had her law license suspended? Neither she or Rudy should be allowed to practice law ever." I agree. P.S. Thank you, sir. Right. As we are very, very close to 10,000 live viewers on YouTube and another 1,000 on Twitch, I want to say thanks to Crazy But Cool, as well as Shalise and Dirty Kurda for the Twitch Prime subscriptions, putting us at 100. Dirty Kurda, you have won a free item from the David Pakman Show store if you would like it. Just get in touch with me via email. And things are continuing. I want to say thanks to Tanya Sewers, as well as Taylor Orr. Sherry Ezel has signed up on my website with the special code SADTRUMP. Russell Gibbord. Jose Almodovar has signed up. That's 7. Michelle O'Connor is number 8. Hugh Thompson is number 9. Okay, 100 plus 9. 9 plus 0 is 9. Carry the 0. 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 0. That's 109. We're at 109 as we are standing by for Donald Trump. Does anybody know, like, is this at an airport? Is Trump flying in? What's the deal with it? I don't fully even understand it. Okay, it looks like I guess everybody's driving in. Yeah. Trump's getting ready, certainly. Okay. If someone takes Diaper Don's milk, there will be hell to pay. Anne says Trump won. I hope that was worth $5, Anne. Thank you. David, sir, what can you tell us about PragerU counterpoints? Looking forward to them. Please shout out Aaron and Olive. Big fans. Yeah, no, nothing to announce yet, but working on them. Are they just now setting up speakers? That's weird. It's been a long time since I've heard anything optimistic from progressive media that I follow. Where do you find hope? Not in political media. Is this rally exclusive to Newsmax and the Right Side Broadcasting? Not as far as I know. Is this George Papadopoulos? What the hell?
Depicted blind or wears a blindfold is because the rule of law is supposed to be applied equally and fairly with no regard to political affiliation or wealth. And that standard was thrown out the window regarding this targeting by Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani has not been indicted. He's not been convicted of a crime, yet he has been suspended from practicing law.
Remember that, law licenses, you don't need to commit a crime to lose your law license. It's a very, very stupid argument. Other super chats coming in. Been waiting for Trump's car crash speech for hours now. Yeah, it should be soon. Antonio says, congratulations to David. Hit that like button. Yeah. Somehow we've only got 1,600 likes despite having 10,000 viewers. That's honestly, I feel like it gives Steven Crowder ammunition against me. Dranoa says, I don't know what. Dranoa says 10,000 viewers and only 1,500 likes. Smash that button. I know, Dranoa. I'm so happy you knew who I was talking about. I also knew you would pronounce my last name correctly with no problem. Quartowitz? That's easy at this point. The Luck Hunters says, David, flying from Mendoza to Boston in 10 days, do you need wine? Will any Trump org indictment sticks? Oh boy, we'll have to deal with that later. Oh my God, these super chats are coming in so quickly, I can't keep up. Soul Reaper says, goo toothless unvaccinated, undereducated Ohioans. Other in T-State just love it when he comes to town. Amped help spread T-Delta variant. Less money to bring end trash. More fed $2 to help people. Holy shit. Looks like the peanut gallery is coming back. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jim Jordan. Trump must be speaking soon. The rally is in Wellington, Ohio, which is a nobody cares village in nobody cares Ohio, population less than 5,000. Will you ever write a book? And if you ever do, what would it be about? Maybe, and I don't know yet. Polish Finnish says, warming up his voice like a singer. Me, 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 me. Yeah, that's nice. It's taking place between an abandoned grain silo and an extremely popular niche pornographic shop. They took guidance from Rudy's failed Four Seasons debacle. I might have to steal that and tweet it. That's good. David, are you a Marvel fan? I am not. Jen says, hey, David, Sydney, Australia has started a 2-week lockdown due to the Delta variant, COVID-19. Thanks for having a live stream. It helps. My pleasure. Tezzy says, if Trump asked me to pee on him, I would. Love the show. That's weird. And I think that gets me caught up as far as super chats are concerned. I do want to thank a couple of other new members, though. We do have a one-day coup. Today only, guys. We have, listen to this, 70% off website membership. The code is SAD Trump, all one word, no space. Case doesn't matter, but just you might, why capitalize if you don't need to? SAD Trump. I want to say thank you to Stephen Farkas, Dale Elliott, Carrie Holgard, Michael DeBoose, as well as Trevor Boyd, Lori Pickhart, Susan Gold. Wow. Beijing Bamboo, Micheline Beatty, Kim Lorenzen, Kyle Mahoney, Larry Hall, Lady Blue Lady. Wow. That is crazy. That puts us at 118. We may be pointing towards a record today. Also with the addition of Malfunction 99 signing up via Twitch, putting us at 119. That's wild. Yeah, welcome. I'm so glad that Twitch is holding up. People are saying I may lose my law license with the coupon code it's conceivable. I may not be allowed to practice law going forward. Let's look at a few other super chats. Going to take a shot every time he claims the election was stolen. I would not do that. David, it's Andrew from Miami. Looking forward to asking you a question on the Wednesday show. Questions are on the Friday show, and we're off next week. So you're kind of looking at like July 8th or something like that, probably. It's a great idea to upload more videos like that right-left debate compilation, giving others the opportunity to react and give you more publicity. Yet, does anybody know? I know Destiny reacted to our left-right debate video. Did anybody else react that I should be aware of? Because I would want to make sure I give them some coverage if that's the case. Oh, I look orange now? Oh my God, I've gotten completely orange. Hold on a second. The light is changing. Let's see. Oh my, I'm completely orange. Let's turn down the hue shift a little bit. Maybe turn down my saturation a hair. Wow, I am like, whoa. Should I just do the show green or blue? Purple? I might just do this, guys. Cool. Okay. Other super chats here. Zena says, have you heard about the petition to stop Jeff Bezos from returning to Earth after a trip to space? I have not heard of that. Trump loves to make his base wait in the hot sun and cold night for hours. Oh, come on, guys. Would you let us watch you urinate for $100 million? Give me a break. Give me a break, guys. All right, no, but people don't seem to be loving me being purple. I will change it back. Although if somebody can clip this, it would be a cool thing. Let me see if I can actually properly set my hue. There I'm red, now I'm orange. It's gonna be tough. Let me see. It is bizarre. Now I'm like yellow. This is crazy. 0. I might actually have to just be orange. Yellow? Green? I don't even know what color to do, honestly, because it just, the lighting is so atrocious. I guess this is as close to natural-ish as I can do. Probably somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I think we're going to have to leave it here. Yep. Any good sources for substantive, hold on, what was that? Substantive debate videos? Nah, not really. Why were you sometimes so green on videos a few weeks back? I did not, I was in a remote, I was at my remote studio and I didn't have my settings calibrated correctly. The record amount of subs is people feel pity due to your subpar audio setup. You should record everything in a hotel from now on. That's a pretty good idea. I like that idea. Who do you think will win the UEFA Euro 2021? I don't even know. I don't know. I'm only watching Copa America. Argentina plays Bolivia Monday night. Happy to finally get my first vaccine next week. Oh, this is Kyoko. Kyoko has called in, I believe. You know, my country, Japan, is so far behind in terms of vax. Thanks, love your show. Yeah, that's great news, Kyoko. You're turning violet, David. What happened to the Newsmax lady's face? I don't know. Anything but orange? Purple skin is a side effect of the vaccine? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I'm looking kind of yellow now, but I don't think I can do much about it. Let's listen to what's going on here.
What are you hearing?
Well, Heather, you and I were taking guesses as to who would introduce him, but it's not going to be any specific person that we know of because the president landed after Max Miller's speech, and he's getting the stage ready right now. The teleprompter is going up and all that work. So he's coming out around 8 o'clock, and the people here are getting very, very anxious. They want to hear him. They're on their feet. The music's playing. So,
dude, what's going on is everybody's dehydrated. There are people who have been there 12 hours. These people are fools. That's what's going on.
Yeah, a little Jolene from Dolly Parton right now. I like that. I love it.
Yeah, Dolly Parton would be disgusted that this is being played. Disgusted. Super professional stuff, says Matt. Yeah. David, I need your opinion. Do you think it's safe to go on vacation soon if fully vaxxed with the Delta variant or hold off until next year? I asked Dr. Ashish that exact question last week. You shouldn't listen to me, listen to him. Just check the interview. That would be my suggestion on that. I also want to say thank you. There are some really great people that it would be sad if I didn't thank them. I want to say thank you to Verena Weisinger, who just signed up with the code SADTRUMP. Justin Morrison is a new member. Stephanie Smith just signed up. Mary Dunn is a new member. Paul Morrison and Janet Varon. Angry Lame Duck, as well as Carrie Evans. Nicholas Small. Mike Wilson. Elizabeth Napoli is a new member. Holger Nelke, as well as Marjorie Taylor Greene have signed up. Thank you also to Logan Kemp, Erica Clausen, and Doug Herbert. Can't forget to thank Aisha Overseth, Ben Fitzpatrick, Eric Rumpf. Oh, hold on a second. Eric Rumpf. I think I know who that is. Oh, maybe not. Okay, no. I know someone with the same name. Okay. Well, okay, that's already a lot. That's 13, putting us at 132. Did I get everybody? I hope I did. Let me just see. Yes, Stephen Farkas was the previous one. Very good. Okay. All right, we're caught up, guys. I apologize. I'm doing my best to keep up with everything that's going on here. And also on Twitch, I want to say thank you to, Oobleck Ooze for the Twitch Prime sub over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Very much so. Okay, let's see if we can hear just a couple of other super chats before Trump comes out. Mao Zedong Dong infesting my home state. Sir, if your followers were to throw you a rally, what song would you walk out to? Oh man, maybe Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin. Thoughts on the absolute parody that was Dave Rubin's interview with Donald Trump yesterday? Did you see it? No. Is that true? Dave Rubin interviewed Don Jr. or Donald Trump? That I have to see. Nobody knows? Or is it just a joke? Wow. Huh. Yeah, I mean that I'm not going to pull it up right now, but Junior. Some people are saying it was Junior. Okay. Well, whoever it was. Oh, he did a phone interview with Donald Trump, not Junior. Oh my God. That sounds insane. Let's see. Rubin Report YouTube. Let's see if I can find this real quick. That sounds... Rubin actually texted me a few weeks ago. Don't really want to go into it right now, but let's see what we can find. Let's take a look at this, yeah, just while we're waiting for Trump here. Let's see what we got. I do not have my ad blocker here.
All right, guys, big day around here. I'm about to interview President Donald J. Trump. We are doing a sit down, although it's a slightly different sit down because he is doing it via the phone, the classic style of interviewing from an undisclosed location. But before we start, I want to say one thing, which is that his team made it very clear.
Okay.
I did a couple of them today. I like because I'm not confined as to number of characters, but you know, the number of characters, you don't want to keep it too long anyway. Okay, that's one thing we all learned maybe from that. No, I think we're doing very well. With that being said, I'll be on social media in the not too distant future. We're looking at a lot of options. We had
strongly
hundreds of millions of people. You know, if you look at, we had 91 on one site, we had 10 on another, we had 36 on another, we had POTUS, we have.
Imagine being Dave Rubin and going from like, hey, I think Bernie's ideas are pretty good, to I am now a Trump supporter.
People on Facebook. And I hear it's become very boring, to be honest. And I hear in particular Twitter has become very, very boring.
Oh,
and a lot of
yeah.
conservative voices have gotten off. Some have been thrown out, and a lot of them have gotten off. And I hear Twitter is not doing well, and it's lost its voice. And when I started there like 11 or 12 years ago, it was not a success. I mean, it was not a, I don't know who was going to make it, but it was not a success. It became very successful. And I think you're going to see a lot of people are going to be finding there's a lot of platforms out there. That's what we're looking at.
What a boring conversation, huh?
Getting the right platform, a perfect platform. And I think you'll see something fairly soon.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And as you may know, I've been talking to some of your guys about locals.com, which is the tech company I started. So we shall see.
Good.
So, you know,
What? Locals.com? What on earth? What is he talking about? What is that? I've never even heard of that. Is anyone on that?
Told my audience many times that one of the reasons that I didn't support you in 2016, but then I did in.
All right, it looks like Trump's coming here. Let's see what's going on here.
To be so involved with
Larry Kudlow on the economy. Other people
Yeah, there he
on
is.
different issues.
Yeah.
Is that him, I think?
All right, let's see who I can thank real quick before this all gets going. If I can get a few last thank yous in, Trump wearing a ridiculous, or walking with a ridiculous hat. Let me say thank you to, I know there's a few people, I'm going to fall behind here. Sylvia De Montini, Christine Kohler, Ringo Huge. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks to all three of you. Here is Trump. Let's see what he has to say. We stream stuff all the time. People are asking, do I ever stream? Yeah, I'm streaming all the time. Just follow the channel, subscribe free, follow on Twitch, whatever. You'll be notified. Let's see what's happening. Are they playing that stupid country song? Let's see.
1984.
They're playing it.
Reagan. So we will see what happens with his speech tonight. We expect he'll go about an hour, but as we mentioned, maybe he'll go a little bit longer because he was a little late to take the stage.
Now, if you're late, you go shorter because people are already exhausted.
Max Miller for Congress. And I think that we're going to pause now and take the former president of the United States there live from the fairgrounds in Lorain County, Wellington, Ohio. Have a good night, everybody.
Dear God. Thanks to Count Shane for the Twitch sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is like traumatic. I think we're getting re-traumatized by this nonsense to some degree. I will keep seeing, yeah, the membership counter will keep ticking up. Don't worry about that. Can you imagine? That's commonly the favorite song of rich dudes from Queens. They all love that song. They just can't get enough of it.
Well, thank you. Well, I want to thank Ohio for the incredible turnout.
Ohio.
There's thousands of people trying to get in. And all of the unbelievable, hard-working patriots who are here tonight at the very first rally of the 2022 election. We're going to take back the House. We're going to take back the Senate.
So that's what this is about. Okay.
With your help, we are going to defeat the radical Democrats. And we have no choice. You know that, right? We have no choice. And we're going to elect an amazing slate of proud American First Republicans next year. America First. You never used to hear that expression, did you? You hear it plenty now. After just 5 months, the Biden administration is already a complete and total catastrophe. I told you.
Oh, man.
Crime is surging. Murders are soaring. Police departments are being gutted. Illegal aliens are overrunning their borders. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Our poor borders, they were so perfect. They were so good. Drug cartels and human traffickers are back in business like they've never been before. They're doing numbers that they've never even thought possible.
Record numbers.
Just a few short months ago, drugs were way down. Human trafficking was way down. It was all way down. It was, all they had to do is go away for a little while. It was beautiful. But the schools, when you take a look at schools and you look at all of the things that happen, left-wing indoctrination camps, critical race theory is being forced on our military.
You guys were right.
Gas prices are spiking.
You guys predicted CRT would be brought up. It was brought up within what? We're about a minute in.
Are humiliating our country. Joe Biden is destroying our nation right before our very own eyes. The number one priority for everyone who wants to save America is to pour every single ounce of energy you have into winning a gigantic victory in the midterms and in 2024.
Right.
Together, we will send Joe Biden and the fake news media. There's a lot of people back there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Does he have no new material?
Do you miss me? They miss me.
Turn the cameras around.
They miss me. I know.
They look at their bad ratings and they're saying, we missed this guy. I said it was going to happen. I was waiting for them to endorse me, actually. I know that was a big step, but they're going down the tubes. Their numbers are very bad. But together, we will send Biden and the media and all of the people that are so bad to our country, big tech tyrants, a message they cannot ever censor, cancel, or ignore. We will take back the House, we will take back the Senate, and we will take back America, and we will do it.
Remember, he makes no mention of the fact that they lost all those things because of him. That's not mentioned, but now they're going to take it back.
There is no more dire threat today than the crisis on our southern border, other than perhaps our elections. That's a dire threat, too. That's probably the biggest threat of all, isn't it, huh? What happened in the election, it's a disgrace. But we'll be talking about that, unless you'd rather not have me talk about it. Would you rather talk about it? I'd have to. Immediately upon taking office, Joe Biden deliberately and systematically, through his people, because I don't think he did it, dismantled America's border defenses. And
so that's the Biden dementia reference. We predicted that one too. I mean, you guys, I didn't do anything special. You guys said he's going to talk about it, and he did.
Laws from every single corner of the globe, they were invited in, and we can't do that. We can't afford it. We can't have it. We can't have people coming out of prisons. We have no idea who they are. Illegal border crossings are now up 976% since just a short few months ago. When I left office, we gave the new administration the most secure southern border our country had ever seen, by far. We ended the ridiculous catch and release. You know what that is? You catch them and you release them into our country, a brilliant policy. And they're back at that now. We ended asylum fraud. We built almost 500 miles of very beautiful, very successful wall that was working. And it would have been, oh, thank you. That's a friend of mine. He's a conductor. What a beautiful sound. By the way, I have to say, just driving over here was a 30-minute drive from the airport. The farms, the houses, the lawns are all beautiful. It looks like you cut your lawns every day. You have no crime, you have no murders, you have no muggings. I said to a couple of the law enforcement people who are phenomenal, by the way, I said, what are the crime stats here? Let me guess. There's not a lot of it. He said, sir, there isn't. But every lawn was so beautiful. Every farm was perfect. The barns.
That sir routine, it's so stupid every time. Like it's like the first time all over again.
On November 3rd, the great state of Ohio, in a record number. We won a lot of places that people haven't figured out yet, but actually most of them have. We empowered ICE to do their jobs. We worked to...
You guys noticed that, right? Places people haven't figured out yet, but actually most of them have. Oh, okay. Why'd you mention it even?
Cancel sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities take care of many, many criminals. They're very dangerous places. Even in California, they really want sanctuary cities out, but for some reason the politicians don't. Didn't they send out 38 million ballots in California? I wonder what the real vote in California would be. And we crushed the very vicious thugs.
I mean, that's genuinely nuts. That's something, I think Mike Pillow floated that. Trump actually won California. It's like, dude, if you're going to claim you won, don't claim you won California.
And we rapidly threw them the hell out of our country, and we did it by the thousands.
Blew them, jeez.
And once we got the word out, people didn't come. It wasn't really that big a deal. People just didn't come. Once he came in, he said, we want everybody to come in. Oh, that was a disaster. You have, by the way, not the numbers they report. Remember, they're fake news. You have millions of people coming into this country. You have millions of people coming.
My guess is most of the news he's pointing to are right-wing media. Like, is mainstream media even covering this? Does anybody know?
The policy is to make illegal immigration as easy as possible, instituting catch and release, ripping apart our asylum agreements, ordering a stop and, like, did you see this? A stop order. Any contractors here? Do you ever get a stop?
That was a glitch, I think.
Stop order the world has ever seen. We stopped finishing the wall. We stopped working on the wall. Now they want to finish the wall, and the contractors are saying, how much are you going to pay us? They have to start all over again.
What? We're not doing the wall.
Congratulate those contractors. They're going to make a fortune. They crippled ICE and the Border Patrol. I'll tell you what, Border Patrol, these are incredible people. ICE, they're incredible people. I wouldn't want the job.
ICE.
I wouldn't want it. Most of the people, you have some very tough people in this audience. I can't see anybody that would do that job very well, let me just say. It's a rough job. They run into a pack. They call it a pack. They run into a pack of MS-13 and they start swinging and they start swinging hard. And in the end, they win. They're tough, they're smart, and you know what? They love our country, and somebody has to do that work. For the last 3 months, more than anything that you've ever seen, the illegal alien minors have arrived at our border. These are, in many cases, just wonderful kids. And
right.
They are coming in at levels that we've never seen, and then they're sent around all over this country, all over the country. They're sent.
He's really painting a very clear picture where anybody could understand exactly what he means, right?
Time, they're on suicide watch. So many of these young kids, they're on suicide watch. All because of this stupid policy that you've been watching over the last few months. Kids are on suicide watch. Think of that. Biden has violated his constitutional oath, endangered our safety, and look, he surrendered our really, if you think of it, no matter how you cover it, sovereignty. What he's done to our nation is unthinkable in a short period of time. And I said that was going to happen. I said it was going to happen.
If people need mercy bans, just ask the moderators on Twitch and YouTube. They can start banning people. If you just need mercy bans, we can do it.
The lawless agenda. We have to defund his reckless immigration policies and restore our nation's southern border to where it was.
Uh-oh. Mental illness, sad, but in many cases undiagnosed, in almost all cases certainly untreated.
Did you ever hear the expression that the vote counter is sometimes much more important than the candidate? Did you ever hear that expression?
Uh-oh.
Think about that. Because what happened on November 3rd was a disgrace. On the evening of November 3rd,
you lost.
The election was over.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, things started closing down all over.
Will he say dumps?
States,
Will he say dumps here?
Didn't happen in Ohio, but it happened in certain swing states. And we took a massive victory, they did, into something that should never be allowed. Kamala Harris.
Kamala, give me a break, dude.
Only went.
Is it common that former presidents can't correctly say the names of the current president and or vice president? Is that common?
Because I announced that I was going next week, and I am, at the request of Texas Governor Abbott and the Border Patrol. I'm going to the border next week. Oh, if I didn't do that, I don't know if she was ever going to go. I really don't know if that, was she ever going to go? I don't know. The radical left Democrats, open border fanaticism, call it whatever you want, is also contributing to massive crime. Other countries are emptying their prisons into the United States. You know that, right?
Right.
They're opening their prisons. Why should they have these killers, these drug dealers, these traffickers? And they traffic in women, by the way, mostly. They
Like
traffic
Trump,
in
right? I
women.
mean,
Why
that's
should
Trump's
they have
specialty.
them? Why should they feed them? Why should they have to watch them? And they're very dangerous. Let's send them to the United States. We'll put them in the caravans and they'll get in because nobody even checks who's coming into our country. It's insanity and it's destroying our country. Destroying our country.
The really crazy thing here is thinking anything really could have changed that dramatically one way or the other in just a few months. Like that, whatever side you're on, falling for that is really the lie.
Is for murder and many other things. Gunned down a man in broad daylight, shooting him viciously and violently as he lay in the street 4 times. Recently in Louisiana, great place, an illegal alien who entered the country as an unaccompanied minor under Obama was charged with hacking a woman and their 15-year-old sister into very small pieces with a machete.
Pieces?
And stabbing 2 other people.
Dear
to death.
God.
And right here in Ohio, a twice deported fugitive, MS-13 gang member, the worst anywhere in the world. And we've taken out thousands and thousands, and now they want to let him come back. He was charged with murder. He was discovered in Galloway after entering our country for a 3rd time, and bad things happened. And you know, when I came up tonight, I had so many people, they said, could you do us a favor? What? Could you talk the snake? You remember the snake?
They said, sir, tell the snake
on occasion,
story.
not often. Does anybody want to hear the snake? You want to hear it?
Oh no, not this poem.
The snake. The snake.
This is people who know nothing about literature being read a poem by a guy who knows nothing about literature.
Wasn't meant to be for the border. It was meant to be for other reasons. But this has to be really what's happening to our border. And so many people said, please, please, you're going to Ohio. I don't know the fact that I'm going to Ohio, why they want to talk about the snake.
Well, the story's made up. It makes no sense. It's a totally made up story.
It's because of the borders and because Ohio sees it far better than most, don't you, huh? You understand what's happening? The snake, on her way to work one morning, down the path, along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor...
Sorry. This is so stupid, guys, that I sort of can't take it. But I'll read a couple super chats while he does this. Trump's lies are up 976%. It's disgusting. I say Kamala the same way WWE did. Aloha, David. Do you think this rally may cause more violence? Why is he in Ohio? I guess because of Max. Is he in Ohio because of Max Miller? Is that what's going on? Trump's alliteration is similar to Hitler's. No joke. Yeah, this is all insane. And I'm glad people are pointing it out. Big thank you to Randall Pomeroy, Sylvia De Montini. We do have a 1-day coupon code because this is also disgusting and sad. The coupon code SADTRUMP saves you 70% on my website. That's the number you see above my head. 140 people have taken advantage of it. And part of the reason they're doing it is that this shit is really sad. Listen.
She clutched him to her bosom.
Bosom.
You're
Jeez.
so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, you truly would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, the snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman.
Seems like third grade reading level type stuff, like you'd analyze this in 3rd grade.
Cried the woman, and you've bitten me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile.
You can tell this is a crowd that really loves poetry.
Snake, before you took me in. It's, it's the way it is.
These are the types of folks who would cheer because they think Trump invented poetry. Like, they think he's brilliant. They're like, that's incredible. This guy just invented, like, the spoken word poetry. It's like, no. He read a poem, guys.
These horrible people, good people are coming in, but horrible, horrible people. Again, remember that term. They're emptying their prisons. And, you know, if you were heading those countries, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and many others, including Middle Eastern countries, by the way, that's how they come out.
No evidence of
Remember the
that.
snake. In the Republican Party, we do not believe that violent criminals should be welcomed into our country with open arms. We believe that they should be promptly deported or put behind bars, and that's what I did during my administration at a level that nobody's ever seen. The radical left Democrats are doing everything possible to put your family in grave danger. I don't know if they're doing it out of naivete or are they doing it because they think it's really good to have all these people coming into our country. But they are putting your family into a very, very bad position, releasing criminal aliens, defunding the police, abolishing cash bail. Look at New York, what's happened to our poor New York. Crime is through the roof.
I would love for Trump to address some of the threats or fear-mongering of his campaign where he said, like, if Biden's president, you'll have to flush 10 to 15 times. Is that happening? If Biden's president, your 401k will be worth nothing. Did that happen? Like, address some of that stuff.
Los Angeles, they have great police forces. They're not allowed to do their job, and now they're all leaving. That's going to be a real problem when they realize we need them to help us, and they're not going to be there any longer. They all try and take away your guns, and that's what they're doing. And if you remember, when I was campaigning against Joe Biden, I said they're going to take away your guns. Your Second Amendment is under siege. In Chicago, which is the single most dangerous city, large scale, has the strongest gun laws in the country. They even say the strongest gun laws in the world. And yet people are being shot by the thousands every year. Worse than Afghanistan. How about that? Worse than Afghanistan, where, by the way, I started
That's
the
pretty
process.
dumb.
All the troops are coming back home. They couldn't stop the process. 21 years is enough, don't we think? 21 years.
Remember that that's not true. Biden, when he got into office, paused everything Trump was doing to review it, and then decided to continue with it. It's Trump's framing of it is a total lie.
By a government that wouldn't last. The only way they last is if we're there. What are we going to say? We'll stay for another 21 years, then we'll stay for another 50. The whole thing is ridiculous. So we're bringing our troops back home from Iraq. We're bringing the troops back home from Afghanistan.
It's funny, Biden is doing this. Trump's just saying he's doing it, I guess.
Thousands of troops we had on the border with Syria. Remember that? We had thousands of troops between Turkey and Syria. I said, wait a minute. This border's been here for 1,000 years plus. We never did anything. Now, why are we doing it? Sir, you can't do it. It'll be war. It'll be war. I said, our troops are in grave danger. You have two armies, and you have our troops in the middle. So I started bringing them home. And then we got down to 54 troops. And I said to one of the generals, who was a good general, he wasn't a woke general. Do you notice the woke generals we have?
Talking about Mark Milley there.
This was a real general. I said, we have 54 men from 5,000. We have 54 men on the border. Are they in danger? Said, sir, you have 54 men between two armies. They don't have a chance.
How many sirs are we up
Target
to?
practice. I said, get him the hell out. And everybody said, what a terrible thing he did. And you know what? That was 3 years ago, and nothing happened. They protect their own borders. Pretty amazing, right? Pretty amazing, but you'll never hear that from the fake news. Or many other things that turned out to be right. If you care about the security of your family, if you care about the safety of your community, if you care about law and order, look, law and order in the great state of Ohio.
But I said law and auto, like auto insurance.
When people outside, they're like incredible people. They're patriots. They're patriots. One of them came out. And I shouldn't say this, but, you know, look, I met so many. But one of them came out, there's tears in his eyes. This guy hasn't cried in a very long time. but just in meeting because I represent what they want. They want law and they want order. And that's what you want. That's
You guys
what this
getting that?
country wants. So you have to deliver massive majorities for Republicans in Congress next year. Have to do it. Right here in Ohio's 16th congressional district, you have the opportunity to elect an incredible patriot to Congress who I know very well. He grew up in this area. Believe it or not, he's not a carpetbagger like so many. A lot of them say, sir, I'm running for Congress. Oh, good. How long have you lived there? Well, actually, I moved there last week.
It's beyond parody now. I mean,
Max Miller. You know Max? Great guy. He loves our country. He loves the people of Ohio. And Max was a trusted aide of mine in the White House. We had great people working for me. We had some real losers, too, by the way. But,
yeah,
you know,
which he
that
hired.
happened when I didn't know too many people. You know, in Washington, I was there 17 times in my life.
I thought he was all about hiring the right people.
The United States. So we made a couple, but do I know the people? Do I know the good ones? I know the good ones. But we had some really great people, and Max was one of them. He did a fantastic job. He helped me with North Korea negotiation, and we did so much for Israel and Iraq and the G7, G20. We brought peace to the Middle East if this guy would finish it. But now he's going back to the Iran
Trump brought peace between countries that were not in conflict.
war, more likely. In Congress, Max will be tough on illegal immigration. He will be strong on crime, as strong as you can get. He will stand up to China, and he will protect Ohio jobs just like I did. Remember in Lima, do you remember they were going to close your tank plant? And I was president-elect. I didn't know anything about the tank plant, but I heard through a great gentleman. Did anybody ever hear of a man named Jim Jordan?
You know, I have, yeah. A lot of college wrestlers, unfortunately, have heard of him as well.
They wanted to wrestle Jim, and they got their ass kicked every time. He hasn't changed, but Jim told me about. Jim's here, by the way, so I'll introduce him in a couple of minutes. But they wanted to close a tank plant, and I went to see it, Lima. I went to see it, and I couldn't believe it. Big, massive plant. The people that work there were so talented. They have the turrets. I mean, the only thing you know about tanks is Dukakis, right? Where he walked with the helmet.
Helmet.
He wouldn't have looked good in this tank either. But you know, I see these tanks, and I said to the guys, who's going to make these? This is the only place in the...
It's actually very interesting because the crowd is extremely gullible in that they follow Trump wherever he goes and cheer or boo anything. But they also are kind of bored. Like, they also don't really care. It's more the idea of being here. That now that it started, many of them seem kind of checked out.
And I ended that order. It was a stupid order. I ended it. And we now have that plant working overtime, making tanks and tanks and tanks.
What's
and
this
if we
we?
didn't, I mean, you wouldn't have a tank. And believe it or not, tanks are very important. Max's opponent is a guy named Anthony Gonzalez, who's bad news. He's a grandstanding rhino, not respected in D.C., who voted for the unhinged, unconstitutional, illegal impeachment witch hunt, the witch hunt. You know, this guy used to call me, and my people in the office would say, do you know somebody named Gonzalez? I said, no. He's a congressman from Ohio. I said, so what? Well, tell me about him. What's
They
his story?
said,
He
sir.
wants to go to Ohio in Air Force One because I was coming to Ohio. I came to Ohio a lot, okay? I feel very comfortable. I used to work in Ohio. I used to work in Cincinnati, Ohio. I loved it. The Queen City, Cincinnati. But he wanted to know if he could fly on Air Force One. You know, with all the people in Congress, I think he was just about the only guy ever go. He heard I was going to Ohio. Could he fly back and forth in Air Force One? I said, I don't know. Who's the guy? Tell me about him. And I didn't hear much good. But I said, what the hell? He's asking. So let him ride. You know, it holds like 400 people. So you put a guy in a seat, right? And
Wow.
I didn't get to know him too well, but I'd see him on the plane, and then I'd see him go back, and then I'd be going 3 months later, and he'd call again. Could I go to Ohio on Air Force One? I'd put him on the plane.
Is any story where Trump says "sir" a story that never happened? Is that the signal?
He was impeaching me. I don't know. That's not the reason I'm doing this, but I just thought it's a character trait that was not so good. Not so good. No, he's a sellout, he's a fake Republican, and a disgrace to your state. I will tell you that. And he's not the candidate that you want representing the Republican Party. He's the candidate of Liz Cheney. That's another beauty. Liz Cheney. Mitt Romney. Do you notice? You notice? The Democrats have horrible policy, right? Defund the police, open borders, sanctuary cities, all of the cancel culture. Let's cancel out George Washington. You see that? They're after George Washington now.
Right.
I did say 2 years ago, they may go there. If you're not strong, they're going to go there. But he's a candidate. He likes Liz Cheney, Mitt Romney, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden. Earlier this year, Gonzalez voted to grant amnesty to illegal aliens, okay? I thought we were trying to go the opposite way so that we can have our country back and have our borders back. He voted to keep our troops locked down in Syria.
So this is like a trial balloon. This is basically, can Trump succeed in pushing, an it's not even really anti-Trump, not pro-Trump enough Congressman Republican out? And if this works, then this is what we're going to see from now until 2022. There's an exploratory vibes, Green Man. Exactly right.
Hanging in there, you know? Every single Republican needs to vote him out of office and nominate and vote for a really great guy, Max Miller, a passion. He's got a passion for this country like you wouldn't believe. Max, come on up and say hello. This is your territory, Max.
Right.
Max Miller.
Now, even pre-COVID, Trump didn't like touching people. So let's see what happens here. Okay, a little slap on the back there.
Let's hear it for the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
I don't know whose diction is worse, Trump's or this guy.
That's right. And come 2024, we're going to get him elected for the third time. That's right. This guy. There is no greater fighter that this country has ever had, and I have never had a greater role model than President Donald J. Trump. Period. Bar none. I need all of your help to get Rhino, Turncoat Tony out of office and to help put an America First conservative into office for the 16th district.
I have to tell you, in a sense, Republicans fighting Republicans. If Trump's energy goes to that, it's sort of good, but obviously that'll change as we get closer to the actual midterm.
Max, great guy. I can tell you he's a great guy. Also with us, another outstanding candidate for Congress. He's right now, I just saw a poll. Max is doing great and he's doing great. And his race is very soon. He's filling his seat. And I think he's going to win. He's going to win big. I see there's like 12 candidates, and we endorsed him a couple of weeks ago, and now he's leading by a lot. And he's a wonderful man. I've known him for a long time. Mike Carey. Mike, where are you, Mike? Where's Mike? Come here, Mike. Come here. Don't keep him long, Mike, but say hello. So August 3rd, right, Mike? August 3rd you're running, right? So that's sooner than Max. Mike, you got to win, Mike.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank all of you. With his endorsement, the America First agenda, we are now leading by double digits. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank all of you, and God bless America.
Man, these guys just don't seem to be all there. Is it just me who's seeing that? What do you think?
Doing this, and it's going to be a big winner. Both of these people. This is what we need. We're also thrilled to be joined by a person who's actually loved. You don't necessarily hear that, but she's loved and respected, and she's tough and smart and kind.
By who?
And kind. And she's got such great common sense. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yikes.
Where is she?
She left.
She's a fighter. She's a fighter. And another one, we just mentioned his name, but I'll mention it again. Come up here, Jim Jordan. Come up. Jim Jordan.
This should be a rare treat.
This guy, you are so lucky to have him in Ohio. That's all I can say.
Trump and Jim Jordan may actually wrestle right now, just to show how everything's on the up and up.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. They've already heard from me. They want to hear from you. Mostly what they want is for you to run in 2024 and go back to the White House. Thank you all very much.
This has like a sort of the King's Court, sort of like Saudi royal family welcoming line where everybody just gets their shot at sucking up to Trump to then later get something, you know?
Hell, they said, you got to see this guy working out. You know, they work out. They're not in good shape. They never were. They were never athletes or anything. And he was a champion, NCAA champ. He was one of the greats.
NCAA.
He works out, and they say, you wouldn't believe this guy. He burns out the machines. The machines are catching. They're like burning out, they're smoking. But
Yep.
you know, the reason he...
When Jim Jordan weightlifts, the machines combust and they've got to call in the firefighters. Exactly. Trump's super impressed with Jim Jordan's physique.
Me, I'd rather wear a jacket. Most of you, I think, would rather wear a jacket. But he's a great person. He's tough, and he's smart, and he's...
Delusional. Yeah.
Incredible. So thank you both. And Marjorie, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you. North Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, who's been terrific. Where's Kristi? Thank you, Kristi. Doing a great job.
The heroes that these people have is concerning.
2 years ago, she said, sir, do you think we could have fireworks at the
Never happened, sir.
those magnificent faces? I love those faces. Do you think my face will ever be that or no? They all said, he wants it. No, let's leave it the way it is. But she called, could we have fireworks, right? And I said, what's the problem? They won't approve it. The Democrats, they wouldn't approve for years and years and years. I said, is there anything that can burn? No. You know, stone. I said, what's the problem? They just won't give it. So we gave it, and we had a night to remember, right? Remember that? That was something.
Perfect evening.
And the Democrats just announced that they're canceling it for the people of South Dakota. They're canceling it. I don't know, you know. They're canceling it. So you have some other alternatives, but nothing can be like those nights, right? Nothing could be like those nights. It was so beautiful.
Beautiful
It
evening.
was so beautiful. And they will not cancel that particular slab that is so beautiful, so incredible. You know, they were talking about, let's take it down. No, they're not going to. They were talking about Thomas Jefferson. They want to take it down. We stopped that. We stopped that. But these people, they're sickos. There's no question about it. There's a lot of sickness there. So, Kristi, thank you very much for being here.
I'll
We
say.
appreciate it. And we'll get the fireworks back. We'll get those fireworks back. Okay? Great Mount Rushmore. County Commissioners, Michelle Hung and David Moore, and my friend JJ and Jan Cafaro. Great people. They're great. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, JJ, for being here. Thank you.
Some high risk reading going on.
Our movement achieved more than anyone thought possible. There's never been anything like it. We passed record-setting tax cuts, massive regulation cuts, which I think were even more important than tax cuts in terms of the economy. That's what gave us that incredible base that they're destroying slowly, but it was so strong. It has some momentum. Regulation cuts, again, nobody's ever seen anything, and achieved American energy independence, which by next month will be gone.
I still don't actually know what he means when he says that. I've not figured out what he means by that.
We ended
I know it's a lie. What I'm saying is I'm just not understanding all of the ways in which it's a lie.
partnership would have destroyed your businesses in Ohio and elsewhere.
He doesn't know either.
NAFTA catastrophe
Fair,
with the
fair.
brand new and unbelievably successful. You know why I knew it was good? Because Canada didn't want it. Canada didn't want it. Mexico didn't want it either. President of Mexico, by the way, great person, great man, great guy, he's doing a good job. But we did the USMCA, defending Ohio steelworkers and standing up to China like never before. You wouldn't have a steel industry if I didn't do what we did. You would not have. They were dumping steel all over the place.
Huge dumps of steel.
Including making them pay tens of billions of dollars for the privilege of doing business in the USA. They have to pay they never gave us 10 cents. And now they're paying tens of billions, but Biden wants to end that. You want to see China take off? Take off those tariffs, okay? Take off the taxes that we charge them. When the virus arrived,
Man, he still doesn't get the American companies pay the tariffs. It's crazy.
and they said it would take 3 years to 5 years. We got it done in less than 9 months. Record time. And we launched the fastest economic recovery anyone has ever seen. We really built the economy twice, if you think about it. We built it twice. We set Joe Biden up so beautifully. All he had to do is go to the beach, Joe. Go to the beach. Would have been so good. Instead, Biden is going to drive our economy and our country into ruin. Biden canceled the American Keystone.
Trump's going to have a toilet brought up and he's going to flush it for us just so we can see how bad indoor plumbing's gotten under Joe Biden.
But he approved the Russian pipeline to Europe. That's great. Remember they said, oh, Trump isn't tough on Russia. Really? I stopped the pipeline to Europe. I sanctioned them all over the place. And I had a good relationship with Putin, but that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You know, that's not bad. View that as good. And frankly, I had a great relationship also with President Xi of China until we got hit with the virus, and then I couldn't look at him quite the same way, right? You can understand that. And we made a great trade deal that's helping the manufacturers and the farmers like never before. Farmers have never done better because China is living up to that trade deal because they really sort of have to. It's a tough deal.
Crowd on the
We got
edge of
it
their
done,
seat.
and a lot of people are benefiting. And if you look at North Korea, right? Kim Jong-un, all of a sudden he's talking not nice, and he was talking very nice. I got along with him. I get along with everybody eventually. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. But, you know, getting along with these people, that's a good thing. Remember, President Obama said we're going to war with North Korea. He said it's virtually inevitable. We didn't go to war with North Korea. We didn't go to war. And we don't want to go to war with North Korea. 9,000 miles away. We didn't want to go.
He's acting like he's still in charge of anything. It's really weird.
Him, even to this day, is a very good relationship. And that is a good thing. And there are some I don't like, too. Some of them that take advantage of us that you wouldn't even think. Canada was very tough on the United States in trade for a long time until we came along. Other countries in Europe, you take a look at what they do. We protect them militarily, but they're very, very tough on us in trade. How many Chevrolets are sold in Berlin? I asked. And they said, oh, we don't believe any. I said, that's exactly right. No.
Yeah, that has more to do with the fact that Germany's got some pretty good cars. It's a very weird... Yeah, anyway, I'm not even going to get into that.
Oil and gas, devastate and close large numbers of countries. It's trillions of dollars of damage is going to be done. I ended it, and I couldn't believe it. I said, this is going to be a tough day. I'm ending, because it's such a nice name. The Paris Environmental Accord. How nice is that, right? And I ended it. I said, I'm going to get killed. Everybody loved it. when I entered it. Everybody loved it. But we have to pay trillions. He put us immediately back without even negotiating, just the same horrible deal. You know, China doesn't kick in for many years. Russia doesn't kick in.
Yeah, it's like there are trade considerations, but, you know, how many Germans are sitting around going, you know, we've got Volkswagen, we've got BMW, we've got Mercedes, we have all these great, we need like a Chevy. I really want to buy a Chevy, bring Chevys over. On the other hand, how many Americans are saying, you know, I don't know, I went to the Chevy dealership, I didn't see something that was that great. I went to BMW and I'm liking it. That's 90% of it.
And we rebuilt our military, and we did so much. We did so much. Even right to try, I always mention, you know, many people are being saved with right to try. The FDA is slow as hell. I wouldn't say they love me too much. I push them very hard. But now if people are...
All right, guys, I'm at my limit. I am on a schedule. I've got to go to a dinner. Trump started over an hour late. So it's been great to be with you guys to the extent that I was able to be. Feel free to watch the rambling on your own, or not also. All